The journals are back again, back by popular demand. So recently I shared with you guys that I found a whole lot of my old food journals from when I was trying to lose weight. And when I had found these, the thing that I was reminded of was that during this time in my life, what I really struggled with was finding low calorie meals that were still balanced and that was still healthy and that didn't leave me feeling hungry. I mean, that's a bit of a struggle, you know, when you're trying to lose weight. But this is where I used to write down all the recipes and the meals that I loved the most, that I felt that really helped me during this time. There's so many good ones in here that I'm excited to share with you. And every time I look through these, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to share this one. So anyway, I have put together another meal plan for you guys based on the journals, based on what I ate to lose more than 40 pounds. And I've made this really customizable for you guys. So you can customize this to get anywhere from 1,200 to 1,800 calories per day. It's super easy to customize. I will show you how to do that. But I'm gonna show you what we're gonna be eating. Very excited about these. Okay, let me just show you. So I've made this extra high protein today. Extra high protein. We got 112 grams of protein for a very low calorie amount, okay? Sorry, I'm just excited about it. Okay, so on the menu for breakfast, we're having a spinach and feta frittata. For lunch, we're having my favorite black bean and tahini sandwich, version 2.0. For dinner, tangy tomato chicken with extra crispy potato wedges and lots of snacks. Banana and oat chocolate chip cookies, yogurt and tahini veggie dip, and a protein mocha, which is coffee and chocolate. And as I said, all of this is high protein, about 112 grams for the day. Everything's already gluten-free and dairy-free. I will show you how to make these things vegan. Everything else is already plant-based. And the calories, as I said, are super customizable. You can get anywhere between 1,200 to 1,800 calories for the day. Okay, I'm gonna make breakfast now. Oh, but I just did want to say really quickly, I don't usually share before and after photos in my videos, but I have been seeing some comments about that recently, so there's a little before and after of me. But yeah, I'm gonna make breakfast. I'm hungry, I'm ready for breakfast. It's time to eat. This is a very easy one. Oh, so good, so good. So it's a great breakfast. Starting breakfast off with 2 eggs. So I'm gonna have some toast with my frittata. So I've got 2 slices of bread here that are roughly 60 to 70 calories each. But if you don't want toast, you can have fruit instead. You can have a banana, a few strawberries, whatever kind of fruit you like instead of the toast. So getting my bread in the toaster and cracking the eggs in a bowl, mixing them up, and you can use a vegan egg replacer instead. I like just egg. And then breaking about 40 grams of feta into the egg. In my case, I'm using a dairy-free feta, but real feta has more protein, just in case you want to know, just in case you want extra protein. And then adding in some salt and pepper and mixing it up. And putting that aside for a second, I'm just rinsing some baby spinach, getting a small frying pan on the stove, adding a quick spray of oil, and getting the spinach cooking just until it wilts. It takes like a minute. It wilts really fast. And then what I do is I get the spinach into the bowl with a mixture, just mix it up a bit and put it back in the pan. This is just so the spinach doesn't stick to the bottom. And the whole thing cooks pretty fast, but what I sometimes do is put a lid on top, and then I don't even have to flip it. It's just like ready. And when the egg is cooked on the top and the feta is starting to get melty, then it's ready. So just serving it out, and my toast is ready as well. So just getting a little bit of butter on top. I use a dairy-free one, but any kind of butter is fine. And I just love a buttery slice of toast on the side. It goes really nicely with this frittata. That's a good breakfast. If you are anything like me and you like a little bit of coffee in the morning, this is like the ultimate morning coffee. It's high protein, it's low calorie, it's coffee, and it's chocolate. I mean, I don't know what more you could ask for from a morning coffee. This is actually very similar to the protein hot chocolate that I recently showed you in my meal prep video. But I'm gonna be making this from scratch today, and it's got coffee in it too. This is an old one from the journals that I haven't made this version of it in a really long time. And then I saw it in the journals and I was like, oh my gosh, this one, have got to make this one again. So don't worry, I know it sounds like fancy protein mocha, but it's very easy to make. And I will link below all these ingredients that I'm using, just in case you want to see the exact ones, the exact brands that I'm using. They'll be linked below in the description box. So first I'm boiling some water and I'm measuring out about 1 cup of soy milk, and you can use any kind of milk here. Soy milk's quite high in protein, so is regular milk, and I'm just heating it up in the microwave. You can heat it up in any way you prefer, the stove, whatever, but the microwave's quicker. And then all that I do is I mix half a scoop of vanilla protein powder, 1 teaspoon of instant coffee powder, and 1 teaspoon of cocoa powder together with a little bit of the boiled water, and I just mix out any lumps. Mix, and it turns into this thick chocolatey sauce, and then it's ready for the milk. So I add in the milk, stir it all together, and I get all that chocolatiness mixed in, all the chocolatiness on the sides, just get it all mixed in. Cheers. Protein mocha. I'm gonna go drink this at my desk while I do some work. Now this is a lunch that I have shared with you guys before, but it is a classic from the journals. It is an absolute classic. I've actually updated it a few months ago, so I had to find it in my journals last night and update it. This is the old version, and this is my updated version. Had to add it in here last night because I was like, we got to get the new version in the book. I like it because it's plant-based, it's really simple to make, but it's still higher in protein. You know, I just really like it, so I wanted to eat it as well, so it worked out. Starting with a can of black beans. Just opening and rinsing the beans and measuring out about half a cup into a bowl. I just smash them up really roughly with the back of a fork, just super roughly. I like to leave some of them whole though, it adds to the texture. Then adding in 1 tablespoon of tahini, half a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, half a tablespoon of sweetener. I use maple syrup, but it's just to balance out the sourness, to balance out the flavors. Half a tablespoon of lime or lemon juice and some salt and pepper, and just mix it all together. And okay, I know it looks kind of weird, but it makes a good sandwich. It's one of my favorite sandwiches. You'll see. Anyway, putting that aside for now, and got some toppings, got some baby spinach, a nice handful, got some tomato slices, my favorite topping to have with this, and a dill pickle, just slicing that up as well. Oh, and I did have a tiny little bit of onion left in the fridge from yesterday, so just slicing that up too, that's optional. And I'm toasting some bread again. I just prefer to have toasted bread with the sandwich, and getting the toppings on, some of that baby spinach, then the black bean and tahini spread, getting that on top, some pickle slices. Very nice. It brings out the flavors, makes all the flavors pop. It just works. It just really works. Getting some tomato on there, very juicy, and a little bit of that onion, not too much, and some salt and pepper, and yeah, there you go. Black bean and tahini sandwich version 2.0. Come here. Black bean and tahini sandwich. We're making a little snack that I think is a nice snack to have really at any point in the day. You can have it after a meal if you are still hungry and you just want to have something else, or just at any point of the day if you're just feeling peckish, you just want a little snack. It's a tastier way to eat vegetables. I love a good dip. I love a good dip with some vegetables, and that is what we're making. We're making a dip with this tahini and another secret ingredient, if you can guess what it is. It's yogurt. It's not that secretive. So we're gonna throw together just a few things. It's not like, it's a homemade dip, but it's not like a whole complicated thing. I'm using a 1/4 cup of plain yogurt. I use a dairy-free one, but you will get more protein from a regular yogurt or like a Greek yogurt, just in case you want to know. Then adding in a tablespoon of tahini, a teaspoon of olive oil, 1 or 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, and some salt and pepper. And you can also add some garlic if you want to. That'll also go. And also some fresh herbs if you have any. I've got some fresh parsley, so chopping that up, adding some in. But you can also use dried herbs like oregano, parsley, or basil, anything like that. Just mixing it all up. It's so creamy. And then I'm just using whatever vegetables I have, slicing up some cucumber, got some baby carrots as well, getting that all together. But you can use baby tomatoes, you can use celery, whatever kind of vegetables you like to dip, and some extra parsley on the top or something. It just makes it look cute. Oh yeah. So what we're making for dinner is inspired by my favorite meal at Nando's, which is a South African Portuguese restaurant that's now all over the world. But anyway, this is inspired by my favorite meal there, tangy tomato chicken and potato wedges. But I'm just going to be using ingredients that I already have in my kitchen, just keeping it simple. And also for my version, you can either use chicken or you can use tofu. So if you want to do a vegan option, you can use 2 packs of firm tofu now instead of the chicken that we'll be using. And if you are going to do the vegan option, I'm going to link a video below where I show you exactly how to bake this. And you're going to make it exactly how I make it in that video, except you're going to switch out the sauce for the sauce that I'm going to show you now. But otherwise, you're going to make it exactly like that video. I'll link that below. But yeah, let's make some tangy tomato chicken and potato wedges. I'm excited because I've been craving crispy potato wedges. So yeah. I'm just going to preheat my oven quickly to 425. We're going to cook it quite hot to get those potatoes extra crispy and to cook them faster. Okay, all washed. Let's chop these up. Just look at these huge potatoes, like almost as big as my head. Anyway, these are gonna make nice big potato wedges. I'm making enough for 4 servings here, so doing some extra portions for meal prep. So got about 800 grams of potatoes. I'm just slicing them all up into wedge shapes and getting them on a baking tray with a spray of oil and some spices. Got a whole lot of spices here. Some onion powder, some smoked paprika, and this adds so much flavor. And then some salt and pepper, and just tossing them up a bit. And I like to do some on the other side as well, a little bit of more oil, some spices on the other side, and yeah, just get them nice and coated. Potato wedges are in the oven. Potatoes are unpredictable, so it can take 40 to 60 minutes for those to cook. I've put them in for 40, but they might take a bit longer. So next we're going to get the vegetables in, and those are going to cook for 20 to 30 minutes, and then the chicken will go in for about 20 minutes, and then everything will come out together. So just going to get those together, get everything in the oven. Got about 400 grams of green beans, and you can switch this out for any other kind of green vegetable like broccoli or zucchini, anything you like. I just really like green beans at the moment. So just keeping this very simple, just a quick spray of oil and some salt and pepper. I'm prepping the sauce and the chicken and then cooking this all in one baking dish so that I have less dishes to clean. So what I'm using for the sauce is a 1/4 cup of tomato paste, a tablespoon of oil, a tablespoon of sweetener. I usually use maple syrup or brown sugar, something like that. Got that lemon left over from earlier, so using about a tablespoon of that. I just catch all the seeds in my hand when I squeeze it. There's so many in this one lemon, oh my gosh. And then got the smoked paprika again, a teaspoon of that, a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of oregano, a teaspoon of chili flakes. And if you want it spicy, you can add some cayenne pepper or some African bird's eye chili if you have some. That's what the Nando's restaurants use. Cayenne pepper is fine though, that's what I'm using. I just do a little pinch because it is quite spicy, and some salt and pepper, and just mix it all up. And then what I do is I add a little bit of water to make it more saucy. I usually use about 1 to 3 tablespoons, and then it's ready for the chicken. Nice and saucy. So got about 800 grams of chicken breast meat here, just tossing it into the sauce, getting the sauce on top, underneath, all around, everywhere. And you're basically just going to do the same thing if you use the tofu. It's very, very similar with the vegan option. And chicken's ready. Ooh, these are looking good. Ooh. I'm going to toss them and give them another 20 minutes with the chicken and the vegetables. We'll be eating soon. Potatoes. Yummy. Perfect. Okay, let's serve this out. So I've made dinner for me and for Rob, and then I've got 2 extra portions for meal prep. And you can serve it out in a more exact way if you want to keep track of the calories, like do an equal portion of the chicken, the potatoes, the vegetables for each one. But I'm kind of just serving it out a bit randomly here. My chicken was cut in weird pieces. I should have cut it up better. Anyway, when I'm done serving it all out, I like to get any leftover sauce on the chicken. You got to get all that sauce. That's where all the flavor is. And then there you go. I got my meal prep for tomorrow night. I won't be cooking tomorrow, and got this amazing looking dinner for right now. So this dinner reheats really nicely, I think. I just reheat the potatoes in the air fryer or the oven or toast oven or something, and they nice and crispy still the next day. I'll be back. We're gonna make some cookies just now, snack cookies. Okay, I want to show you these snack cookies that I absolutely love, and this is pretty much as simple as it gets for a cookie, this recipe. If you've got my meal prep ebook, you'll recognize this from week 4, but we're changing it up a little bit, adding some chocolate chips to them. There's a lot of different ways that I like to make them, but we are making them with chocolate chips today. I'm in a chocolate chip kind of a mood. Very, very, very simple. Sorry, did I say week 4? That is not correct. Week 2. We are making these banana oatmeal cookies with raisin and almonds, but we are making them with chocolate chips instead, as I said. Let's see the recipe. 2 bananas. The recipe calls for 2 bananas. So 2 bananas. Smashing those 2 bananas with a fork in a bowl, then adding about 2/3 of a cup of rolled oats in, a small handful of almonds, about 2 tablespoons of dark chocolate chips, I use dairy-free ones, and a teaspoon of cinnamon. And yes, somehow this makes cookies. Somehow it all stays together in a cookie shape. I don't know how, but it does. So I'm just using about a tablespoon amount at a time to make each cookie on the tray. And if you want to know, this is about 5 cookies per serving. It's quite a lot of cookies for only about 200 calories. I was not kidding. That is how simple this is. I just recently got a toaster oven, little mini oven, so I'm gonna try bake these in there for the first time. I'm pretty sure they're gonna turn out exactly the same, but we will see. We will see. I'm baking them at 360 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about 180 degrees Celsius for about 15 minutes. Those look nice. Oh, look at how many chocolate chips on that one. They smell so good. Wow. Nothing beats the smell of cookies. So I made some extra for meal prep, as you can see. They're nice for meal prep. And I'm gonna have some with almond milk right now, so serve some out. And okay, I should have sprayed a little bit of oil on the bottom of the tray or greased it or something. I totally forgot. So they stuck a little bit, but not too badly. They still come off pretty easy. And I'm just storing what I'm not eating right now in a meal prep container. It's snacks for the next few days. Fresh out the oven. Good. So I'm going to show you how to customize the calories. And I'm going to eat my cookies and drink my almond milk. And thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. And before I go, I just want to say, so I've made 3 of these meal plans now based off of my weight loss journals, and I'm going to link the other 2 below, because you can really mix and match all those meals and snacks with those 2 videos with this one. So you can really find some meals that you're excited about. All the main meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, in all 3 videos are all roughly 400 calories or 4 points, and all the snacks in all 3 videos are roughly 200 calories or 2 points. So you can really mix and match and just find something that you like, find some meals that you're excited about. Right now I'm excited about these cookies, so I'm gonna eat these cookies. I'm gonna show you how to customize the calories. I can be a little bit over dramatic sometimes about my food, but it's good, so I get excited. Oh, big bite. That's very good. Okay, I will see you in the next video. Bye. Okay, so to customize the calories, it's very, very easy, as I said. All the meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, are all roughly 400 calories or 4 points. And all the snacks are roughly 200 calories or 2 points. And this is what makes it really easy to customize. The mocha drink is just like a little extra, little low-calorie extra if you want. So, for 1,200 calories per day, you can have the breakfast, the lunch, and the dinner, and then just leave out the snacks. For 1,400 calories per day, you can have the breakfast, the lunch, and the dinner, and then choose one of the snacks, either the veggie dip or the cookies. For 1,600 calories per day, you can have the breakfast, the lunch, and the dinner, and both of the snacks, so just how I had it. And then for 1,800 calories, you can have the breakfast, the lunch, and the dinner, and both of the snacks. And then you can double up one of those snacks. So either an extra portion of the cookies or an extra portion of the veggie dip. And then the mocha is just an extra item. It's just this extra like low calorie item. It's only roughly about 100 calories. So you can add it to any of these meal plans. I don't worry about the little calories here and there. I just like to keep it rough. And not, fixate on the calories too much. So just keep it rough. But yeah, I hope that is helpful.